Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome back. Uh, as you can probably figure out by my face that I haven't slept because I can't sleep for some reason. Uh, and I just thought it would be a good excuse to uh, post a video or a live session, although I'm talking to myself as usual. The only difference is it's just in front of the camera. Today I want to talk about how cinema creates a ripple effect in the society. Now, there's a school of thought that believes uh, films are only meant for entertainment and they don't really have an effect on the society, whereas some people expect you know them to be in a certain way because they are portraying certain themes like erotic or violent stuff, or maybe too political. So that's where the public outrage comes in and all the media and stuff like that. But there are certain people who believe that cinema is not just entertainment, it's not just business, but it's an art. And what is art? At the root, it's a way of communication. You are communicating truth, and it's a language, a medium of expression, which every artist has, according to his or her gift. So so many people assemble together to form a film, be it short film or a full feature film, doesn't matter. It's a story that you're conveying. So storytelling has been there for millennia, and as we evolved, the process of storytelling also changed, and from perhaps uh, telling stories within how the house, or probably the community, uh, around bonfire or some gathering, then it must have turned into theater where people started acting and performing those plays, and started writing afterwards. And when in the 1880s the first video camera was invented, uh, that was the beginning of a new form of storytelling where uh, pictures were now being turned into a moving expression. And that's how the realism of storytelling is getting more intense and deeper, and people are getting involved with it because it's something completely new. And that's the beginning of 20th century, I think. And yeah, and now we are in the 21st century. It's been more than 100 years, and the storytelling will keep on, the process will keep on changing. But the point is that uh, if storytelling or cinema, through when we talk about cinema specifically, if it did not have any effect, then there would be no point of reading fiction. Just like we read non-fiction, we read fiction, and we attend plays at the theater, uh, and and that was the purpose of those plays, those books that artists wrote, uh, because they not only wanted to convey their truth, but they they also wanted to create an impact on people. Now every person has a different intention, uh, and you can't expect a revolution, but it can plant a seed. If you are even affecting one person, that's a success. And that's what matters. So cinema has definitely uh, affected millions of lives. I feel, even if they may not realize it. But I mean, just see, even if you don't see it directly. I mean, 2 days ago there was a film in India called Pushpa Part 2, which was released, and on the night of the premiere, thousands of people rushed towards the cinema hall where they were expecting the lead actor to appear. And unfortunately, a 35-year-old woman uh, was crushed in a stampede, and her son, who was 9 or 10, he was critically injured. Now, just think of it this way, that uh, how powerful cinema is, that it's not only the film itself, but the aura around it, the energy is so powerful that draws people in, and it can create all sorts of emotions, where somebody is laughing, somebody is crying, somebody may start fighting because of that energy. Somebody eh, might be a victim of stampede. uh, I mean, cinema is a spectrum. It's not just one thing, like one dimensional. It's not a, um, a medium that can be seen from one angle. It's 5 dimensional, and you can see something new from a different end. We have the art house, we have purely entertainment films, we have a mix of entertainment and meaningful films. We have all kinds of uh, films. Now we are seeing um, web series which are like movies, but they have been cut into 3 or 6 episodes. And yeah, so um, it's amazing. I mean, the simple way of explaining is that when you watch something online, like like a violent video that goes viral, uh, it's having an effect on your brain, on your psyche, right? If you're watching something really funny, you have a positive effect. If you start watching a motivational video, you feel motivated. If you're watching an inspiring emotional video, it actually will have that effect. uh, and that's what hooks or addicts people to social media. uh, so it is a medium of expression, the same way cinema, that is a catharsis or a relief, an escape for the audience. They rush towards the cinema to experience that magic, to escape from their misery, and to enter this new world. And They have the time of their life. And once the movie is over, after 2 3 hours, whatever, they return to reality, get on with their lives, and look forward to the next film. Somebody may be watching it on their phone or their laptop or whatever gadget they have. Uh, but it's it's that same medium storytelling that is helping them cope with stress or boredom. And you never know, a person can be inspired by a film. Now, you can't blame the artist if somebody watches a movie and starts acting in a violent way. Um, I mean, yes, there is a responsibility to a certain extent, uh, but when it comes to freedom of expression, um, the audience also needs to be mature, right? If a child is watching it, you will obviously expect them to be so influenced by something that is not for them. uh, and they can be traumatized by it. The same way somebody, if they are not in the right state of mind, they are maybe extremely sensitive, uh, or maybe their character is not not like they it's not healthy. Now, you can't blame that person for, I mean, uh, the person who created that art. Like, it's like watching a painting and then you something just flips in your head and you start uh, smacking people or start getting aggressive because uh, something just happened, something maybe on a subliminal level, uh, and these things sometimes do happen. uh, like there are certain filmmakers like Stanley Kubrick who would make films in a way that uh, would hypnotize the audience and manipulate them in a certain way. And by the end of the film, they won't even realize that they have been altered. You see, so this is the power of storytelling. How you convey the message. I mean, this obviously depends on the gift of the artist. And yeah, so this is a good time to uh, convey stories, because everybody has a camera. You can um, tell your story through a photo, through a reel, through um, a film that you've made on your cell phone, or if you if you even have a camera, you don't need to be like a proper filmmaker. It all depends on uh, your desire to create something beautiful, or how you want to portray that message. And if you really want that, you are going to be able to achieve it. Um, so yeah, it's really important. It's food for the soul. uh, just like uh, traveling is important. uh, we artists, we need new experiences, we all so that we can uh, the, be amused or inspired to create something beautiful. And that that intimate moment, you know with ourselves, that where we are creating something, that whole process is orgasmic and euphoric, uh, exciting, and it feeds our soul, and we want to you know uh, keep creating. I think for any person who's highly creative, or an artist, they they would want to feel this, that they are empty without uh, their expression. uh, and it's a need. I feel that it's, I mean, yes, an artist is there at an extreme level, but uh, I think every soul has that creative aspect, a desire. And art is something that needs to be encouraged, because normally we are focused on just reading books for the heck of it at school, and once we graduate, we get on, with the practical life, to get a job, and we're just watching the television, uh, and we are simply surviving. We are not exploring ourselves, we are not turning within, or going out in the world. I mean, compared to the majority of people, I think 10% people consciously do that. uh, I mean, everybody has their reasons, but I mean, I include myself, that I don't make that effort which I should, and I'm suffering because of that. I am taking my soul for granted somewhere, and yeah. Uh, so this reminds me, that the fact that I've gone through a lot of just depression, and uh, a lot of dark um, phases recently. Um, they are a reminder that I may be neglecting parts of myself that need that healing, and need there is something lacking. It's sort of like, you need vitamin A, vitamin B complex, but if you're getting D and E and K, but you're not getting vitamin C, right? You are going to get certain symptoms of lack of vitamin C. The same way you may be getting calcium, but if you're not getting magnesium, then you may start developing certain symptoms eventually. So, the same way the soul needs certain elements to be nourished, and somewhere, I mean, you need that, just like we need to connect with God. uh, we need to socialize. There is also sexual need. We need to eat. uh, we need to hydrate ourselves. We need the sunlight. We need sleep, exercise. The same way the soul, that's really significant, that we do what we love. It is a universal truth. It applies to every human being that we do what we love. Nowadays, uh, I mean, art is seen as a luxury, but I feel that it's a need, and and I think I feel optimistic about it, because although there is uh, lack of attention span, or some disorders developing, and there are different technologies that are probably inhibiting creative expression somewhere, that, for example, people are not reading or writing enough. But at the same time, if you look at it in a positive way, people are going to get uh, an opportunity to create more. They will have more platforms available, which was not possible before. And people will learn to be empowered, because uh, I mean, many people, especially the ones who are neurodivergent, uh, they they will be able to do things uh, on their own. uh, they will be able to use their gifts, um, and there won't be a pressure uh, to act in a certain way. Um, so so yeah, it's beautiful how you can tell a story through so many different forms, and cinema definitely plays a huge role. um, and That's why it's important to watch quality cinema, because films that make a lot of money are, most of them are just rubbish. It's like eating junk food. I've talked about this before, and very few films are um, actually, like, they have that potency, that vitality that you need. Uh, so yeah, it's important to just like it's important to read good literature. It's important to watch good films, and yeah, if you are listening, I hope you resonate with it, and do feel free to ask any questions, comment. Anyways, take care. Bye bye.